Hi guys, welcome back to Ghostmaker's YouTube channel. I'm a game developer just like you who uses Unity to make awesome games. As you already know, Angry Birds is one of the most downloaded games on both Google Play Store and Apple App Store. I am very big fan of the game. I remember when I first bought an Android phone. Angry Birds was the first game that I downloaded in it and kept playing tirelessly. So I decided to make a game like Angry Birds in Unity. Let's get into it. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. I created a new Unity project and renamed sample scene to game. I have few graphics assets downloaded from internet, and a Slingshot graphic that I split into different images to make it possible for layering. Let's drag background to the scene and set it up. Add top layer of Slingshot to the scene. It's not visible because of layering. Let's set sprite renderer layer order to a number so that it stays top of everything, let's say 5. Now reposition and resize it in place on ground on left side. Add the other layer of Slingshot. Set layer order to 1. Because it will be second lowest in layering following background. Copy transform component from Slingshot top layer image and paste component values on bottom layer image. Create an empty game object Slingshot that will be parent of all Slingshot components. Add both image layers to the Slingshot object as children and reset position of both in their transform components. Now reposition Slingshot game object. Create two game objects with line renderer components and rename them to strip 0 and strip 1. Create empty game object center and set its position between strips. This will help us determine how much Slingshot is drawn. Create another empty game object named idle position and set it to a little left of center. Create two empty game objects position strip 0 and position strip 1 that store start position of the strips. Go to Scripts folder. Create a new script Slingshot and add it to the Slingshot game object. Open the script. Remove these unwanted comments. Create an array line renderers of type line renderer. Create an array strip positions of type transform. Create a transform center. Create a transform idle position. Create a bool as mouse down. And start method. Set both line renderers position count to 2. Set line renderer 0's position 0 to strip position 0 dot position and line renderer 1's position 0 to strip position 1 dot position. Create new methods reset strips and set strips with one parameter of type vector 3. And set strips method. Set both line renderers position 1 to position argument. And call set strips method and reset strips method and pass idle position dot position as argument. Create default methods on mouse down and on mouse up and set as mouse down to true and false respectively. These methods are called by Unity when mouse interacts with the game object. An update method. Create an if-else statement with condition as mouse down. Call reset strips and else block. An if block. Create a vector 3 mouse position and set it equal to input.mouse position. Set the vector z to 10. Now call set strips with argument mouse position. Save the script and back to Unity. Assign all fields an inspector of Slingshot component. Add a box collider to D. Resize the collider and set as trigger to true. Collider is required for on mouse down and on mouse up events. Select both strip line renderers and set use world position to true. Also set layer order to 1 and 5 respectively. Play and see. Oops, big mistake. I forgot to convert screen point to world position. Go to update method and use camera.main.screen to world point. Play and see. Now I can pull the strips. Set color gradient of strips to actual strip color. Set width to 0 point or whatever you want. Play and see. That looks good. Now make a vector 3 current position that will store current position of ends of the strips. An update method. Get world point into the newly created current position, and pass the same in set strips method below. In reset strips method, get idle position dot position into current position, and pass the same in set strips method below. Now create a new float max length that stores max length of the strips draw. An update method. Set current position to center dot position added to current position minus center dot position clamped magnitude to max length. Set max length to some number like 3. And hit play. Awesome. I can still move it inside the ground. Let's fix that too. Create new public float bottom boundary. And set current position to clamp boundary and pass current position in it. Create new method clamp boundary with argument vector 3. Set vector 3's y to clamped value between bottom boundary and a large number like 1000 using math.clamp. Return vector. Back to Unity. Set bottom boundary to minus 3.5. Hit play. Awesome. Now create bird, the angry one. Drop bird image to scene. Set sprite renderers order layer to 2. Set bird size. Add rigid body to D. Add circle collider to D and set it up. Create prefab of it and remove it from the scene. Create a new physics material to D named bird and set bounciness to 0.3. Open bird prefab and set the physics material to both rigidbody and the collider. Open script again. Create a new game object bird prefab. Create a rigidbody bird and a collider to D bird collider. Create new method create bird. Set bird to instantiate bird prefab.get component rigidbody to D. Oh, it should have been rigidbody to D, my bad. In create bird method. Set bird collider to bird.get compoint collider to D. Set bird collider enabled to false because we don't want bird collider to stop us clicking the slingshot. Create new float bird position offset. In set strips method. Create new vector 3 direction to position minus center dot position. Set bird dot transform dot position to position added to normalized direction multiplied by bird position offset. Set bird dot transform dot right to minus direction dot normalized. This will make the bird face mouse. Back to Unity. Assign bird prefab and slingshot component. Hit play. Oh, an error. Add null check on bird and set strips method. Also call create bird method and start method. Back to Unity. And hit play. Check bird position. Now adjust bird position offset in play mode. Set bird position offset to desired value. Now let's create shooting the bird mechanism. Go to script and create a new float called force. Create new method shoot and call it an onMouseUp method. Create new vector 3 named bird force and set to current position minus center position that's current direction multiplied by force and minus 1. Because we want to shoot bird to opposite direction of strip pulled. Set bird dot velocity to bird force. Set bird and bird collider to null so touch input stops interacting with the bird. Invoke create bird after 2 seconds. Go to Unity and hit play. Set force to 5. That looks weird. That is because we are not setting rigid body to kinematic. Enable bird collider while drawing. Set bird rigid body to kinematic and create bird method. Disabled is kinematic just before shooting the bird. Go to Unity and hit play. Okay, now bird shooting mechanism is complete. Let's make a rough environment. Add collider to the ground. Add few objects with rigid bodies and colliders. Hit play. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a comment how you like it and if you have any question or suggestion for future videos. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe if you already haven't. Goodbye. See you again. This is Ghostmaker.